Welcome to the Mystic Psychology Podcast. I am really happy that you are here in the space where your spirit meets your everyday life and your energy becomes your guide. I'm Charlotte and I'm here to walk beside you as you reconnect with your truth, your intuition, and the deeper layers of who you truly are. Welcome to this new episode of the Mystic Psychology Podcast. If you've already been here, I welcome you back. If you don't know me, I'm Charlotte, and I'm the founder of the Mystic Psychology Academy, where I teach people to really reconnect to their unique energetic gifts. So, what they are here to serve with from their energetic point of view. So today's podcast is about doubt, and it has been with me, doubt, in the last days. And I wanted to share why we have doubt, another perspective on doubt, and also what it means psychologically, spiritually, and how you can change the situation of doubt so you can actually really rise in that feeling rather than crush in it. So in the last days, I've noticed that I started doubting. So I started asking me the questions like, what am I doing here? Am I going to fail? Am I crazy? I have done everything wrong. Like, how is it possible that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do? I'm not using my full potential. I am not, etc., etc. So, when the mind starts going, it starts creating a lot of beliefs. And what I came to understand in this situation right now is there's a deeper truth to doubt. There is a very substantial and important knowledge in doubt. And it's so important. So I have been in Egypt just recently, and I've been going through huge change and transformation. And I can feel how this huge change process is just the beginning. So it was just the seed in Egypt that has been planted. And I felt that I started to let go of a lot of things subconsciously. So people start leaving, projects start ending. So maybe you know that, like, you get a message of, yes, this is not working out for you, or you get a no in a certain job offer, or in people telling you no for something. So I started to see that things start to change in the outside, which means they're starting to change in the inside. And suddenly doubt came. Am I really on the right path? Am I doing this? Why am I doing this at all? And of course, on a deeper level, I know this is my path. I'm very blessed in everything I have and do. But my mind started going crazy and I disconnected from my heart for a moment. And what I came to realize is that doubt really comes in the process of change. Actually, it's an indicator change is coming. And then fear arises of, oh my God, what will happen? Am I doing the right decision? And it's not even consciously, but I realized through doubt that I'm starting to change. So I realized that my solar plexus, which is right above the navel, kind of between heart and navel, like everything started to become tense there. My heart started to close. I started to become sad and frustrated and angry. And maybe you know this feeling of chaos and chaotic in your mind. And it's kind of this place where you think, I'm in the deep fall. And actually, this deep fall is always, and this chaos is always in between situations, in between certain decisions, in between when we create the creation process of the old thing is not fully gone and the new thing is not here yet. So I'm kind of in between two seeds. And in between those seeds, there's emptiness, chaos. And in this emptiness and chaos, we start creating fear because there's nothing. There's just nothing. It's an empty space. And this empty space is actually the space of creation. But our mind wants control, wants to have something in the hand, wants something material, wants already the actual, the actual decision, the actual point where you're there, where you already created that job, that partnership, that friendship, that whatever it is, that project. And in that nothingness, it is very difficult for us humans to stay there and just be present in the emptiness and putting the seed of whatever wants to come. And this seed of whatever wants to come is your future project. But in that moment, we get so tense and we get like, oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? So I realized instead of this moment, what I used to do. So what I used to do was always like to get lost in doubt, to start being really angry at myself, starting to make myself small and telling myself I'm not enough. I'm not doing a good job. I'm not doing what is expected. Blah, 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 blah. So many things, and you might know them. And what I did when I started noticing this was I started to connect back into my body, to breathe, to reconnect and just be present in the moment, in the here and now. And then I realized by giving doubt space, number 2, I felt, where do I feel the doubt? And it was in the solar plexus and heart region, and also in my neck and my shoulders. And I just gave it space. So that was the second step. I gave it space. I gave it the opportunity to just be there. And then I realized, number 3, wow, doubt is an amazing teacher because it gives me the right questions. If we stop doubting ourselves, it means we stop questioning ourselves. And that means we stop expansion process. So doubt is actually enormously important to keep expanding. The thing about doubt is that if we attach to the feeling of doubt and suffering of doubt, then it becomes suffering. Then it becomes this uncomfortable feeling. But if we open up to the feeling of doubt and we say, oh, wow, there's a teacher. There's something that wants to show me the way, that wants to give me the right questions, that wants to actually me to expand into a new, better version of myself. Then doubt doesn't become doubt, but it becomes an opportunity. And suddenly it doesn't feel like suffering anymore or like something that crushes me, but it feels something divine. It feels like, oh, life is giving me a chance to grow. And in this moment, the right questions come. So I'll give you an example. I went into that feeling of doubt, and all of a sudden I felt the question, is the path that I'm walking still aligned with my heart? Instead of saying to myself, oh my God, you're not on the right path. Out of that, the question came, is the path I'm walking still aligned to my heart? Is it still authentic? Is it still my truth? What an amazing question. And then the next question came, what is it I really want to create? What is it I really want to share and serve with in this world? And then that question came out of that. And all of a sudden, I felt my heart opening. I felt the expansion. And even though I might not have the perfect, under parentheses, answers for these questions, I just put them like a seed into nothingness, into that empty space between the past and the future, just in the present moment, seeding that questions in order for life to give me the right answers in the right time. And this is where we are in the next step, and that is to trust. Once these seeds are being planted into that space of nothingness, into that space of emptiness where the past and the future have long, it doesn't matter. But just to put them there and say, wow, amazing. this is where I want to go. These are the questions that will bring me the new fruits, the new materialization. Because we're always going to have a form of doubt coming in our life, because it's a matter of life. It's a matter when you change, when you create new things, then this is part of the process. It's part of the game. But how you actually deal with it, that makes the difference. That is what gives you the opportunity to bring awareness to that feeling and to actually expand to it than to contract and suffer. And to realize it's just, this little doubt is here somewhere, but there's so many other feelings. But when I get the questions, then I can expand and open my heart into everything else there is also present with again. Because when we contract, we hold on, we attach to one thing that is here under 100, 1,000, 1 million opportunities and things that are right here, right now in this present moment. But we don't see them because we contract into that suffering. So letting go by accepting that doubt and getting these questions out of them and seeding the seeds that will bring you exactly the change that you are ready for, the change that is waiting for you to expand into, and being okay with not knowing, just being okay, saying, yes, I don't know, but I know these questions are here and they're seeded and life will give me the answers to these questions. So from that perspective, I can tell you, for example, today, I'm walking around and I'm looking at life and I'm thinking, yes, everything is okay. Everything is exactly how it's supposed to be, rather than, oh my God, why is life doing this to me? Why am, in this victimhood of feeling and victim to your own beliefs of your own mind. So I invite you to go into yourself and really ask yourself, when these doubts come, that you really, when the sentence comes, that you really look at that sentence. For example, I am not enough. Why am I not enough? Why am I not getting this? For example, to go in and say, what am I holding back? What am I here to serve? What am I here to share? And I'm not sharing. Or when you get, oh, I'm going to fail. I'm not going to make it. How am I going to do this? To say, well, what do I want to create? What do I want to bring out in this world? And just answer the questions and just seed them like a tree, like a flower, and watch them grow. And the fruits will come. So when you do that, your energy, also from an energetic perspective, when you go into doubt, you start blocking your heart, blocking the love, blocking your solar plexus, and you disconnect from your intuition, you disconnect from your energy, your essence, your soul. But once you do that practice, you allow yourself to reconnect to intuition, reconnect to your essence, to your soul, or whatever you might call it, to something greater, to God, to source. And energy can again flow through your body and you start becoming open again to whatever wants to flow into your life. So thank you for being here. And I see you, hear you, and feel you because we're all connected. I wish you all the best and a wonderful day.
Thank you for being here, for your time, for listening, and showing up for your own personal path. If something touched you today, share it with someone who needs to hear it too. And make sure to subscribe and get my weekly newsletter. You can always go deeper at mystic-psychology.com or find me on Instagram. I'd really love to connect to you in person, read your comments and messages. So until next time, stay close to your soul and trust what you feel, follow your intuition, and I can't wait to connect with you again.